Hey guys, so as promised, I'm going to take you from start to finish through the entire print and cut process using a purchased file from the Silhouette store. So to get started, I'm actually not going to open the design, but I'm going to change my page specifications to get ready for print and cut. I don't have a 12 by 12 printer, so I'm going to go up to the top right hand corner and select this option that says open the registration marks, and I'm going to turn the registration marks on. And I have a Cameo, so I'm going to select this one. And then I'm going to go to the option right next to it, and it says open the design page settings window, and I'm going to click it, and I'm going to change my paper size to 8.5 by 11. There's also the option to use current printer, which will also default to 8.5 by 11 for my particular printer because that's the largest size that it can print. Now, you can see my page has changed. It's 8.5 by 11 now compared to my Silhouette mat. And it has the registration marks. So now that I'm set up to do print and cut, I'm going to actually open the print and cut image that I purchased from the Silhouette store. And I'm going to be using a St. Patrick's Day design. And it's a bag topper. And it comes with 2 in the set, but I think I'm only going to use 1. So I've opened both of these, and you can see when the design opens up, there is a section that is cut, and that is designated by this red line, and there is a section that is printed, and that is the actual color image. So now that I've looked at this, I actually might go ahead and just do both images. So the first thing I did was I apologize because I did it without saying it. I right-clicked and I went down to ungroup to break these 2 images apart. So I'm going to put them right next to each other so I can get more out of a page. So hopefully they'll fit. So I've selected both, and I'm going to right click, copy, and then right click again and hit paste. And it looks like they'll fit, but I'll have to alternate. So I'll put this one down at the bottom and this one up at the top. Now, when you're laying your images out on your sheet of paper, what you'll need to do is avoid these hatch marks at the top. This is basically telling you do not place images here, and you'll have to avoid the hatch marks down here at the bottom. All of the other sections are actually fair game, so you can fill in as much of this as you want as long as you avoid these areas. Now, I usually have gotten the best results by staying kind of in the center area and not going over into the margins. Also, note that if you're using an older version of Silhouette Studio, so you have not upgraded to Silhouette version 3, or you downgraded because you didn't like it and you're using a legacy version, you will need to select each image that you have and go up to the line color image and turn the line color off because it will print that red line. Now, you don't have to do this in current versions. I still do it out of habit, but you will have to turn the red line off in older versions of the software because it will print the red line. Now, even if you turn the line color off, the cut line is still there. So if I go to my cut settings here, you'll see that the red line will still appear around each image, even though the line color is turned off. So if you want to turn it off just for your own benefit or your own satisfaction, you totally can do that. So with that said, I'm going to go back to my cutting mat here. I'm going to close this side window, and I'm ready now to send this to the printer. And the print option is actually up here in the top left-hand corner. So there's a button here that says send to printer, and there's also one in the file menu. So if you click file, you'll see that it says print, and you should get the dialog box that normally appears when you send something to the printer. For my printer, I like to choose best settings, and I'm going to get this printed out and I will load it into Silhouette so it can cut out. I have my physical cutting mat loaded into my Silhouette, and I've placed the printed image exactly where it appears on the digital mat, and it's ready to be cut. So once I click start, you're going to see the Silhouette actually start looking for registration marks, and it's going to do this by default because the screen already has the registration marks there. Now that the machine is done looking for the registration marks, it's going to go and cut out the image following the original red cut path, and it also has some score lines, so it's going to cut those out as well. So here you can see that I'm removing them from the cutting mat, and this is a look at the final print and cut project itself. But I'm going to go ahead and create a small goodie bag using these bag toppers for St. Patrick's Day. And I know I'm a little early, but if I don't do it now, I'll never get it done at all. So I'm just going to attach this bag topper on top of a cellophane bag with a small bottle of nail polish. Here's a look at what the final product looks like assembled. This is actually a larger print and cut file that I created using the same file. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching.